Pinpoint Weather Report is sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Nobody wows clients like we do.
Remember about 15 past the hour, I showed you these outside cams and was like, man, there's a lot of fog hanging out along the coast and not a single cloud in the sky. East of the coast? Well, the National Weather Service was like, nah, something's up, and they issued a dense fog advisory at exactly 4:15 p.m. And that's, again, for the entire coast. And it's because those low-hanging clouds are going to be staying with that region all the way through tomorrow at 9 a.m. And it looks like the inland neighborhoods could be waking up to some patchy fog as well, but not enough to issue a dense fog advisory. That is just along the coast. And you see what it's doing to the visibility in those areas. Look at that, down to half a mile in Carlsbad. Same with Imperial Beach. La Jolla, not terrible at 5 miles an hour, or 5 miles, I should say, for visibility. Same with San Diego at 1. And the further east you go, the better it gets. But yeah, you can see what it's doing to visibility in the meantime. Now, we do begin a slight warming trend tomorrow as well. Temperatures are going to be back up above average pretty much across the board. I mentioned the chance for patchy fog, but Thanksgiving Day is shaping up to be nice and beautiful and mostly clear and dry and warm, and those are all great adjectives to describe a fantastic day ahead. Now, you'll see the futurecast play out here, and you'll see the clouds kind of hanging out along the coast, but the rest of the region should be mostly clear for tomorrow, and that's just, it's going to shape up to be kind of an awesome day. Now, on Thursday, though, later at night, those clouds start to roll back in, and then by Friday, mostly cloudy conditions return to the region. But until then, there's a lot to enjoy. Tomorrow's highs, again, should be back up above average for most of us, but actually, the deserts kind of dip a bit. Still hanging out above average, though, in the 60s to 70s along the coast and inland, in the 50s and 60s in the mountains, and then in the 60s and 70s in the desert. And then after that, the warming trend continues through your extended forecast. Actually, Thanksgiving Day looks to be like the coolest over the next 7 days before we get all the way to next Tuesday. But we'll take you hour by hour. It'll be a little cool overnight, but then temperatures climb back up to where they're supposed to be for the day. Again, a couple degrees above average for this time of year. Inland neighborhoods as well, you start at 76 degrees for your Thanksgiving holiday before temperatures start to warm back up. We'll take you hour by hour there again. Again, it's a little cooler to start the day, but a huge swing before we get to our daytime high where it's going to be very warm. The mountains, a quick check over here. Look at that, in the upper 50s before we climb back up into the low 60s to finish out the rest of your extended forecast. And the deserts are back in the 80s by Sunday.